Welcome to Stu and the Nut, an online radio show and podcast focused on national security, policy, politics, and selfless service. We're here to give you an honest opinion, a different perspective, and hopefully a few laughs. We do this by not only interviewing guests, but also sharing our own perspectives and asking you, the listener, to interact with us on the show chat room, via our Facebook page, and on Twitter. We would like to thank those who make this show possible and allow us to bring it to you. Our show sponsors: Warrior Media Solutions, BlueHammer.com, Mighty Oaks Warrior Foundation, Graybeard Publishing, and of course, Sheepdog Response. We would also like to recognize some of our favorite nonprofit charities who are doing great things for those who have served this country of ours. Veterans Outdoors, Mighty Oaks Warrior Foundation, PinUpsForVets.com, and the Lauren F. Bruner USS Arizona Memorial Foundation. To learn more about these nonprofits and how you can donate to their awesome causes, visit our website at www.stewandthenunn.com. And hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Stu and the Nunn. My man is back. Hello, Nunn. How you doing, brother?
Oh, I am living the North American dream as always. It's good to be back. It's been a couple of weeks, and I've missed you. I've missed you dearly, my man. I tried tuning in from the mountains of New Mexico last week while I was in a bear camp. I was able to catch a little bit, but the signal was kind of bad. But it was great to hear my main man, Kelly Krieger, back on the airwaves up in his new Dash company and talking about Graybeard Publishing. It's always good to have him on. And, of course, the absolutely awesome Sarah Lee holding it down in my absence as well. I mean, she might as well become like, a regular.
She is she could definitely fill in for she could be a good fill in anytime. I mean, she did great. She was a little nervous, but man, she just piped in there and started and just going to town. And you're a good looking man and all. I'm not going to take that away from you, but
that's the truth.
But
according to some.
But yeah, she is. She's a rock star. She did great. And we had a good time. And then of course with Kelly too, man, it was great catching up with him. I haven't had a chance to talk to him in a long time. For those watching, I am fixing a lot of stuff right now. So don't worry about that. We had some last minute graphic and video broadcasting things. So while I'm doing that, I want to let Toby kind of open up. Yeah, I've been here in a couple weeks, so please, my friend, talk to our fans and listeners.
Well, it's good to be back. The past couple of weeks have been pretty interesting. The very first week, I was actually in Las Vegas, Nevada. And what an interesting time to be in Las Vegas. Immediately following the horrible massacre there, and to kind of see the town and the nation's collective reaction to it, if you will. Flying in was as soon as you touched down, it was a completely different feel and vibe than what you typically experience in Vegas. And one of the hard things about that situation is it's tough to avoid. Even just leaving the airport, you kind of go past the scene. It's really hard to avoid constantly seeing it there. But like we talked about a month plus back after our return from Houston, in the darkest of times, you see the brightest in people. And Vegas was exceptionally friendly, and not just because it's an industry based on service industry, but and tourism, but it was actually like legitimately friendly. and there was lots of people honoring the first responders. There's lots of people honoring, just those that were affected. When you have that many people, uh, even though Vegas is a big city, it's also a small town, and so it was real interesting to see. And I was extremely sad for the event, but also grateful that, again, in the darkest of times, you see the brightest in people. Yeah, like to give a shout out to my main man, Julian Pappas, who's a Las Vegas Metro police officer out there, a really good friend. The Pappas family as a whole are tremendous friends of ours, and their youngest son and my good friend Julian. Is continuing to serve out there and was out there when that happened, and I just want to give him and his teammates a shout out because they deserve it. They absolutely deserve it. So